Hello friends, this is Dr. August Chatterjee and today is 4th February, which is also called World Cancer Day. This day was founded in the year of 2000 by as a global initiative by the Union International Cancer Center. In 2022, the main theme of this Cancer Day is to reduce the stigma and to listen with perspective of the people living with this disease and their communities and let those experiences lead and guide us to take more actions. The theme of this day is close the gap to speak to the what it means to achieve progress in this disease and against cancer today. In the light of the present scenario of COVID, it is very much important for us to understand the equality of health in all sorts of diseases. As much COVID is an acute disease which needs our urgent care, but in the light of COVID, many other diseases are getting neglected, especially in that of cancer. In order to know few things about cancer, we need to understand how a cancer cell is formed. Cancer cell is generally formed when the cytoplasmic organelles, which is the cell organelles, are not functioning properly, are not structurally formed when a cell divides, which causes a neoplastic change in the cells. What it means is that the organelles in the cells are not properly formed and the functions for which the cell was actually designed, it no longer serves to maintain that function. These cells tend to multiply very rapidly and causes the formation of cancerous tissues and cancerous tumors. These tumors, these cells, again due to the rapidity of its division, also tends to spread from one part of the body to the another, which is also called metastasis. What we need to understand is that this is a kind of disease which is very much difficult to treat even till with modern medicines and in any line of treatment. What we need to understand is that cancer is not only just a genetic trait, but it is also triggered by the environment around us. Due to repeated exposure to various types of carcinogenic substances in our food, in our environment, we are at a greater risk of developing cancer. And even more importantly, what everyone fails to understand or fails to recognize is that the role of our own emotions. While treating cancer cases, it is found that many of the cancers are triggered by suppressed emotions, by some sort of mental trauma or some sort of suppressed insults, which in turn are due to this suppression cause cancers in various individual or people. Stress is again a very important factor for the development of cancers. In this video, we are also going to talk about if there are person or individuals who are suffering from cancers, what can they do apart from the treatment they are taking, what kind of lifestyle or what kind of health or diet they can follow, which is going to help them fight this cancer more effectively. No matter whatever the line of treatment you are taking, this diet or lifestyle can help you achieve a better result in fighting of this disease. First of all, we need to understand while these cancer cells are very much hungry for sugar. So in order to reduce these tumors or to reduce the activity of these tumors, what we need to do is to cut on our sugar. Refined sugar in all forms must be avoided. In case of fruits which is sweet in nature, that can be consumed, but refined sugar should be avoided in patients who are suffering from cancers. The next important thing which we need to understand in terms of diet and lifestyle is that any form of animal proteins should be avoided. Fish, meat, eggs in all forms should be avoided, because in most of the cases what we don't see is that in many processed meats you will see that it is highly carcinogenic in nature. Even so, the meats we consume today also are helps this cancerous tumors to grow more rapidly. So uh, instead of taking animal proteins, if we take consume plant proteins, we get the same nutrition, and along with that the cancerous growths tend to grow more slowly because they don't get the things which is required by them. The third, which we can do change in our lifestyle, which might help us to uh, fight off this cancer, is taking more citrus fruits. Vitamin C helps us very much in fighting off, in boosting our immune system, and hence more vitamin C's in fruits and in our diet is very much beneficial in fighting off cancers, tumors also. The third thing we need to avoid is milk. Milk is such a substance which is very much healthy, which is very much nutritious, but again, it also helps in growth of cancers. That's why milk should be avoided. Instead of milk, we can consume curds because it contains lactobacillus, which helps us to improve digestion, and also along with the fact that it helps to fight off against cancers as well. Fruits and vegetables in raw form, that is in salads, after being properly washed, vegetables like carrots, beets, cucumbers, onions, garlics, all these vegetables are very rich in vitamins and vitamins, which helps us to fight give a boost to our immune system to fight off this cancer. A very healthy habit is to take at least a glass of lukewarm water and add a half or full lemon juice to it and consume it every day in the morning. This is also helps us to boost our immune system. And in all sort of treatments for available for cancer, the one thing we are always doing common is to boost our immune system itself. The last thing which we need to avoid is chronic stress. Whatever the stress which might be the causative agent for the cancer to grow in such a high intensity or high speed, we need to reduce that stress. In many cases, what we see is when a patient is doing very good and responding so good to with our treatment, what happens is sudden mental trauma or sudden stress from certain factors or certain people tends to means reverse the good which we have done with our medicines and deteriorates the health of the patient. So in these places, it is very much necessary that we need to avoid these kind of stress. We need to avoid these kind of people which can create a mental trauma or which can increase the amount of stress we are already having. Moreover, this cancer day is introduced for the awareness to reduce the social stigma that once if you are a cancer patient, they are they are already prepared for death. But in modern medicine, in modern scenario, that is, there are so many treatment options available for cancer that it should not be treated like it is the end. In homeopathy, we are getting so many patients of cancer who are responding so good with our medicines, with the treatment which we are providing, that in many cases, many cancer cases are also getting completely cured and are even living a life of 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. This is possible with homeopathy, and with this kind of lifestyle, a little bit tweak to your lifestyle can decreases your chances of getting cancer. And if you are having cancer, these certain changes in your lifestyle, in your diet, can help you give a better fighting chance against cancer. With this, I would like to conclude this video, and I wish you good health. And again, try to reduce stress in your life, and if not possible, then try so not to give stress to others. This would be very much beneficial, and we can look forward to a society, to a future where we wouldn't get so many cancer cases like we are doing today. With this hope, I would end this video. Thank you so much for listening, and keep following this channel for interesting videos relating to health problems. Thank you.